Before we start the video, this video is not made for kids. It's for older fans of the show and adults only. Now shut the fuck up or you won't be getting any fucking presents for Christmas. You'll probably be getting some coal or probably some stones from the quarry. Mavis's Canine Christmas. Mavis was working at Anopha Quarry as the quarry was finishing up the final orders before the winter break. She was still working with Toby, along with making journeys down the branch lines to the docks herself. However, come Christmas, Mavis would feel lonely as the workers spent their Christmas with their families, leaving Mavis alone in the quarry for Christmas. Weather permitting, she was brought down to Farquhar for Christmas, but even then, she can still get lonely at Christmas. But there was a place that Mavis really liked. On the line between Farquhar and Anopha Quarry, there was Anopha Dog Sanctuary, a sanctuary for dogs which people could no longer keep. Mavis liked spending time there during the workers' lunch breaks, where she would go to see the dogs. The dogs also liked her too, and so did the owner of the dog sanctuary. Mavis's favourite dog was a border collie named Delia, who came to the sanctuary after her owner passed away from a long illness. You're a good girl, Delia, laughed Mavis. One day before Christmas, Toby came up to the quarry. What's wrong, Mavis? You seem a bit down. Mavis sighed. I know it's Christmas, but it can get quite lonely up here in the quarry, especially when it's cut off by snow. Said Toby. Well, you can always come to Farquhar if you want, but then again, that is weather permitting. But there's another thing, said Mavis. There's no one to drive me down to Farquhar this year, so I'll definitely be lonely. Oh, that's a shame, said Toby. Anyway, I must go. Then Toby left. Mavis's driver came. Come on, this is the last load before Christmas. We need to get it to the harbour before it starts snowing. Mavis looked concerned. Did you say it was going to be snowing? I hope that doesn't mean that we'll be cut off again. I hope not, said Mavis's driver. But Mavis realised she had overheard the workmen talking about the weather. Anyway, let's go while we have the chance. Mavis then left and travelled down the branch line. And they arrived in the harbour in good time for the last shipment of stone to be loaded before Christmas. But then when they were about to leave the harbour with the empties, it begins to snow. Oh, they were right, said Mavis. It is snowing. But Mavis's driver was concerned. It's light now, but I overheard some workmen saying it could be potentially heavier later. Well, in that case, we better get home, said Mavis. Indeed, Mavis's driver was right. The snow was light at first, but then it got heavier and heavier. When they reached Farquhar, it was almost blizzard conditions. Goodness me, I can't see, groaned Mavis. Neither can I. We can't go very fast. We've got to slow down so we can see if there's any obstructions on the line so we can stop in time. Mavis agreed. But as she advanced up the tramway, she heard a barking noise. that? I think that's one of the dogs from the sanctuary. It was Delia, although she didn't know it yet. What's wrong? Thought Mavis. Then they noticed a snowdrift ahead on the line. Mavis' driver put on the brakes. Mavis' wheels slipped, but she was fortunately done slowly and stopped just in time. Mavis was relieved. We're not going to get past this, said Mavis' driver. But then Delia appeared. Mavis then realised it was Delia who was barking to alert her and her driver about the snowdrift. Good girl, Delia, said Mavis. Delia wagged her tail happily. The owner of the sanctuary came over. So, Delia saved you from the snowdrift, he said. That's apparently so, laughed Mavis. I'll go and get help, said the owner. Then Toby arrived. So I heard that Delia managed to save you, said Toby. She's an excellent dog, is Delia. I know, laughed Mavis. Anyway, we must waste no more time, because the snow's building up on the tracks, and we better get you quickly back to Farquhar. Mavis asked if Delia could come with her, to which the owner agreed. Delia sat in Mavis' cab during the journey to Farquhar. And for Farquhar, the Fat Controller was there. You did very well to get as far as you could before the snowdrift, he said. Mavis, you are very brave. But Donald and Douglas will be coming soon to clear the line for you, so you can get back to the quarry for Christmas. Yes, sir, sighed Mavis. What's the matter? Asked the Fat Controller. It gets lonely up in the quarry at Christmas, said Mavis. I would just like a bit of company. Like, Delia. Delia popped her head out of Mavis' cab. The Fat Controller smiled. Mavis really likes the dogs at the sanctuary, added Toby. It would be great if they could spend Christmas with her. I think that's a good idea, said the Fat Controller. I'll speak to the owner of the sanctuary. And after they had a chat, it was agreed. Mavis was delighted. And in addition, said the Fat Controller, Delia will now live at the quarry. She'll be there to provide moral support to the workmen, also helping out with a few jobs and keeping those pests under control. Thank you, sir, said Mavis happily. When the snow stopped, Donald and Douglas cleared the line to the quarry, and Mavis returned to Anopha Quarry for Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, she was surrounded by happy dogs and wagging tails. For Mavis, this was the best Christmas ever. But the best Christmas present was, of course, Delia. Delia made herself home, helping the workmen out with tasks at hand, as well as making friends with the workers and stealing the odd meat sandwich. She loves to sleep in Mavis' cabin and gives Mavis good company at the quarry. She is not lonely anymore. Mavis still visits the dogs at the sanctuary, but she is most happy to have Delia up at the quarry. Delia, you're such a good girl.